Gears are a category of items of which can be bought in the marketplace. They can be worn as accessory items. A gear can be worn on a player's avatar and the player's avatar will be shown holding it. They can also be used as tools in games that allow that gear's specific attributes and genre, though almost no modern games allow gear. Although gear should not be confused with tools that come from passes or developer products. For example, a player who buys the Gravity Coil Pass in Speed Run 4 will receive a Gravity Coil tool in Speed Run 4 but will not receive a Gravity Coil tool in any other game or as an item in Roblox. On the other hand, a player who buys the Gravity Coil gear will receive a Gravity Coil tool in all Roblox games that allow navigation gear, almost all of which have no players online or are broken. Gears were first introduced on May 5, 2009, due to the Roblox staff thinking it would be cool to sell items that had in-game effects. In older Roblox, such as the early 2010s, many popular games allowed gear, and gear was frequently bought for functional as well as cosmetic purposes. In modern times, gear has become almost solely cosmetic, if used at all. Nowadays, very few active games allow the use of gear and even fewer allow the use of gameplay affecting gear such as swords and power-ups. If the game uses gear, it is likely an in-game copy, such as a Gravity Coil Premium Pass that can only be used in that one game. The decline of gear could be a result of developers having a greater desire for control of the tools used in their games, the decline of brick battle games, new and more complicated avatar body types, such as R15 and RTHRO, which break many gears that weren't designed with these newer systems in mind, with most made before the new systems were even thought of, and the option to take full profit by selling advantageous gear as a pass. As time progresses, many gears are at least partially broken due to Roblox updates, since most gears were made before R15 and a large majority of gears do not work with R15 characters. Gears that work with both R6 and R15 are often unusable due to Roblox updates. Many users commonly use the example of skateboards. As of 2010 to 2016, skateboards functioned properly until the introduction of R15, forced filtering enabled and the deprecation of skateboard platforms. Gears are discontinued, with 2,269 gear in total. And the last published gear was the Egg Phone in 2020. Roblox has stopped all creation of and support for gear since 2019. Certain gear were set to expire after a certain amount of time from being purchased by a user. These gear items were typically much cheaper than similar gear items that did not expire. While an expiring item was in a user's inventory, it would have shown how much time was remaining until the item expired displayed underneath the item's name and thumbnail. Once a gear item expired, it could no longer be brought into places or worn on the user's avatar. However, the items did remain in their inventory and could have been renewed by repurchasing the item. The renting feature has been completely removed from all items that utilized it as of March 2021, meaning any formerly rental gear now stays in a user's inventory permanently. A small list of gear were originally 13+, meaning users who had an account under the age of 13 could not purchase these items. The list of gear mostly included guns based on real-life firearms, so it can be assumed this feature was added because Roblox did not feel these items were appropriate for younger audiences. Strangely, the Ruby Hoard the Rapacious Treasure gear was 13, despite being part of a bundle all users could purchase, and there being nothing that could arguably be inappropriate for younger users. This feature was completely removed from all items that utilized it on July 3, 2020, allowing them to be bought by less than 13 users. Most users choose to disallow all genres of gear from being taken into their experiences. This means that even though a user may own a gear, it will not show up in experience. Some other users, however, choose to only allow a genre of gear that matches that of their game. These restrictions have resulted in the death of gear. Allowed gear types are no longer displayed on pages. There are many known bugs. For example, searching school in the gear section of the marketplace shows a variety of different school items. However, it also showed the Luger pistol. Due to the description containing school, this does not occur anymore. There were too many bugs overall. And no, I'm not gonna name every single one of them. I personally think that the gears could have definitely been a thing nowadays, but due to the bugs, hate and lack of developing attention, it is where it is now. I still think they are cool as accessories though. Well, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It motivates me to do more of these videos. Bye, see you soon.